Hello my bunnies, it's Tiki's Trinkets here, and today I have for y'all another polymer clay tutorial. Today we're going to be making some of my own original art and something that's very Christmassy, something that I just kind of randomly thought of but I thought would be a really cute idea. I am wearing the thing on my hand. What we're going to be making today is this cute little dragon ring set that I just randomly had the idea of these wings looking cute as earrings and rings, and I was like, hey, why not make it a three-piece set and make a dragon head in the middle? And this is what happened. I think it came out really good, even though the light's not wanting to focus enough on it. Focus. Focus. Come on. You can do it. Kinda. Anyways, I just wanted to do some cute little Christmassy colors, kind of inspired by a dragon sculpture that I did last year, where there was a red, white, I think it was just red and white, it might have also been red, green, white, dragon that was wrapped up in Christmas lights. If you haven't seen that, go check it out on my Instagram page, and if you're not following me on Instagram, why aren't you already? Anyways, this is a three-piece adjustable ring-based set, so each piece is adjustable, so if you got fat fingers like I do, you can make it wider, or if you got more narrow fingers, you can squish it together and make it more narrow. I'm thinking about making a set of these for myself because I love how these came out. I just think it's so darn cute how it just perfectly lines up together too. I know my lighting's not really wanting to work with me today, but you get the point. Let's put it back over there, focus. Okay, yeah, there we go. I also did gold spots, but you can do whatever you like. You can change the colors up too if you want to. And you don't have to do the candy cane in the mouth if you don't want to. This is kind of fully customizable. Do it whatever way that you want to do it. And as you can see, you can kind of spread the wings too whenever you spread your fingers. So, whoop, whoop. Kind of did a spot thing. But yeah, I think it came out super cute. You could literally do this with anything. You don't have to make the eyes out of beads. That's just my personal style. And just play with it, make it how you want. You could use mica powder to brush on some more design and more color. It's literally up to you. Next week video, I will hopefully be doing a request video. Somebody asked me to make cotton candy garnet last week, so I want to go ahead and get to that next week. So hopefully that will be next week's video. Alright, that's enough chit chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Let's get into this tutorial. Bye-bye, my bunnies. For this tutorial, you're going to need the following colors. I used Sculpey 3 Red, Primo Pearl, and Sculpey 3 Green, which is like a dark green, like I believe leaf green. You're going to pre-roll the balls of white, not white, pearl color clay that you'll need. I forgot 4, but we'll go back to that later. We're going to start with the head of the dragon. We're going to make the head shape by rolling it into a tiny egg shape, which is about a ½ inch in length. Then, using the center of your hand, press down gently so it'll be round on the top and flat on the bottom, just like this. Then press down at the top of the head, the more pointed part, to make an indentation for the eyes. Once you do that, it should look something like this right here. Then we need to make his nose a little bit more rounded like a dragon. To do that, you're going to roll the bottom part back and forth between your thumb and index until you get a pointed snoot, or a rounded snoot, or a square one, however you like it. I like mine more rounded, so this is how mine looks. Next, I'm going to do the eyes, and I normally do bigger sizes, but for this little guy, we're only going to be using 6mm size green beads, and I get these at Hobby Lobby. Just place them evenly apart and try to make them as level as possible. After that, go ahead and cut a mouth into it. I use a rounded tool that I got with a professional set, but you can use anything you want to kind of cut this hole into the mouth. Next, to make this a little more festive, I got these candy cane button things from also Hobby Lobby, and I cut off the little tip part that makes it a button, and now I'm just going to slide it into the mouth hole. Again, position it however you want to. I just felt like this was better for the position of the rings, so do with it as you want, or don't put the candy cane at all. Make his mouth closed if it's easier. Next, we're going to make his ears with the other 2 balls. So just roll them in the small pointed teardrop shapes. Then you're going to cut them about halfway through the middle so that the little nubs will be pointed and the other part will be flat, just like this. The other 2 pieces you can put back in the pearl pack. We're just keeping these triangles, which you're going to take your any kind of tool really pointed tool and indent two little interior parts of the ears, and then just stick it on the head evenly spaced apart. Next, I use a little crafting tool, which I got off of Amazon, to kind of smooth the ears into the head, blending this key so your stuff don't fall apart. Then I use gold color acrylic paint to dot little dots on the face for just a little extra pizzazz. And you can do this or skip this, it's however you want to do it. Just like I said at the beginning, it's really up to you. Next, I went back to the other parts of the pearl clay that I forgot earlier, which will need 4 more balls. Starting with the 2 larger ones, you're going to roll these in the long teardrop shapes, and then just bend them at the middle just slightly so they look like some very nice eyebrows. After you make these on fleek eyebrows, you're going to go on to the next 2 little balls, and you're going to roll these into little teardrop shapes. Now we have a face. Then you're going to cut the tips of these little teardrop shapes off so it's flat on the top. And then you're just going to want to stick these flat pieces about center on these little eyebrow shapes. So they should look something like this, like eyes way too close to the eyebrows. Next, we're going to move on to the green color, which, again, you can use whatever colors you like. This is just what I chose for Christmas. And you're going to roll out 1 ball. Well, excuse me. Yeah, I had that right. Like I said, I rolled out a ball that's about 1/2 inch in diameter, and then I use my X-Acto blade to roll it out nice and flat. Not too flat to where it won't fall apart. Then just cut out 2 triangular pieces. I only showed 1 here, but make them the same size and shape. Just lay one on top of the other and cut the next one out. Then I went on ahead and stuck it in the interior parts of the wings. Then used my curved tool again to cut out the excess parts, like so. It's not perfect, but damn, she still looks good no matter what. Next, we're going to go on to the red color, which I always save for last because red bleeds onto your hands and makes everything red. So we're going to take another ball that's 1/2 inch in diameter and do exactly like you did with the green. Roll it out nice and flat, but not too flat to where it'll fall apart. Then once you do that, cut out 2 perfectly shaped triangles. Voila. Perfect. And then all you gotta do is make sure they're the right size for the outside part of the wings. And just stick them in there, and I just cut off the excess with the rounded tool again. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to these last 2 balls. And we're going to roll these into pointed teardrop shapes. Itty bitty pointed teardrops. And then you're going to get your long blade or your X-Acto tool and cut them off very, 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 very short. This was not short enough. I cut them about in half 1 more time. And after I did that, I just stuck them onto the head, tried to make them evenly spaced out, like so. One slightly bigger than the other, but we still love her just the same. Then I took all the plastic parts off and got ready to bake. I'll tell you how to bake right here. After you're done baking and it's cooled off out of the oven, you can get some type of super glue. Loctite's what I prefer. And do just a teeny tiny dab for the eyes and a teeny tiny dab for the candy cane. Next, in order to glue this to the ring bases, I use this clay that comes with the Lost Kitty toys, or you can use Play-Doh, or you can use Sculpey clay. But it's just a base so I can stick the ring bases into them and glue them on there nice and easily. And I just use E6000 because it's nice and sturdy. It turns out I also did glue it just a little bit too far to the right, so make sure you turn it over and make sure it's nice and leveled. After that's completely dry, wait about at least 30 minutes, glaze it with polyacrylic floor varnish, and you're done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I didn't record a little video here, I just took pictures because it looked weird turning on the turntable. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye bye, my bunnies. Have a great day.